Hey there you guys, so if you're having any trouble contouring your face, it looks like a lot of people just aren't using foundation as they used to. Now it's all about contouring. So there's an easy way for you to do that by keeping in mind just one simple shape, and if you want to know what it is, then you gotta keep on watching. Okay, so I already pulled back my hair and I'm going to start off by putting my primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. Alrighty, so then I am going to use two different colored foundations. Now, although this one seems a little bit light in the jar, it's actually pretty dark. So just choose two different colored foundations. Obviously, one that's exactly like your skin tone and one that's a little bit darker so you can get that contrast going on. I'm going to be using a small brush like this one. This is sort of like angled at the side. This is from BH Cosmetics. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my darker one first. And what I'm going to do is just apply one pump right on the back of my hand. You don't want to apply it all over the face and then try and blend it in on top of it with like the natural foundation. Just the areas where you want to create a shadow. Keep in mind that there is a way that you could overdo this. So you just want to try and do small strokes and then just keep building from that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is from my temples inwards, I'm just going to draw a small triangle right there. And on the other side. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. Obviously, I do have big cheeks and a round face. So what I want to do is just apply a little bit of that darker foundation right underneath my cheekbone so that I can accentuate my face and pretty much just draw it in and cut it right there. That's what you want to do. So I'm going to draw from my hairline inwards, just like that. From my hairline inwards. And I didn't draw a straight line. I don't really like it when it's a straight line because it just cuts it, you know, like you want to be able to just draw the light and sort of like bounce it off. So doing it in a sort of like a smile face, sort of like a halfway smile face, you guys can see the difference. Alright, so obviously, since I do have a double chin, I want to, take care of that. So I'm going to just draw in a line, following pretty much where my cheek is, just right below it where my jawbone is, and I'm just going to draw it inwards like that, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So these are pretty much my main focus areas. My forehead, my cheek, my jaw. I don't really go anywhere else with dark foundation. I'm pretty sure there's plenty and plenty of videos here that are going to show you guys exactly how to contour and create like Kim Kardashian makeup looks, but this is like an everyday type of thing, something that's a little bit more realistic that you can use. Alrighty, so now I already sort of started messing around with this, but I'm going to draw in just like a small triangle. So I'm pretty much just drawing a triangle. Down here, I'm going to draw a triangle going up. So I'm just going to drag this going upwards a little bit. Then right here on the temples, I'm just going to sort of blend this outwards a little bit. And drag that down a little bit there. And I think we're good. Yep, I think we're good. I'm just going to tap the top of the foundation. And what I'm going to do is just start drawing triangles everywhere else that I didn't put this dark foundation. So right here on my cheeks, right there, just going to draw a triangle. Right here underneath, I'm going to draw a triangle. Now I'm just going to do a little bit here on my nose, a little bit above, and on my chin I'm going to draw a triangle. Now triangles is just going to cover a wide area, okay? So you just want to remember when you're contouring your face, do everything in a triangle and then spread from there. You can do this in different steps, so you could blend this out and then go in with your concealer. It's really pretty much up to you, but I want to blend everything in together. It's just, a little bit easier on time, especially if you're a mommy. You want to get dressed and get out. So, and I'm going to feather that out. Alright, so I'm going to just grab this beauty blender and I'm going to start off by blending out the darker foundation, and I'm using the bottom of this one to do that. Now it is damp, so I wet the sponge and I sort of just drained it out a little bit, just so it could be still a little bit moist, because I want to be able to blend this out nice and neat. And the only way to do that is to have a nice moist sponge. Alright, so I pretty much got that blended out. Now I'm going to use the other end of my beauty blender. I just went to wash it again. And I'm going to be using this side to blend out the natural colored foundation. So I'm just using that motion, going upwards, I'm not touching the concealer yet. I'm going to be using a different beauty blender, and this is sort of like a teardrop beauty blender, and with the pointer of that I'm just going to drag this outwards. Now this is also damp, so you want to make sure that you get that beauty blender into the water, drain it out, and then you could use it, and then it will, and that could definitely help blend out all of this. So I'm just going to set it with my Ulta Fabulous Face Light to Medium Press Powder. I'm going to dab this in at first and then start to feather it out. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I already blended everything out. I sort of filled in my eyebrows just a little bit. You guys know I don't really like to fill in my eyebrows. My eyebrows are already dark, and filling them in is just not my style. And that's pretty much it. That's how you contour. Really super simple and easy. Just keep on doing triangles all over the face. Blend it out a few times. Apply some as needed, and you're all done. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.